Okay, really quick video right here demonstrating the use of the sponge tool. Now, sponge tool goes along with the dodge tool and the burn tool. Now, as you know, dodge tool will brighten the image, burn tool will darken the image, and sponge tool will desaturate the image. There are also other ways of desaturating the image. You know how it is. You can go to hue saturation and desaturate the image, but this one will let you do it selectively to a particular layer or a selection. Okay, so both of these three tools, they have a shortcut of O. I think that represents tone, the O in tone. And if you go to sponge tool, okay, I have a huge brush size here. You can actually desaturate parts of the image to certain degrees. Okay, the mode is by default desaturate up here. You can also saturate the image if you want. Okay, and you have a flow setting of 77% right here. You can increase it or decrease it depending on what you want, and you can turn on or turn off vibrance. We have all these settings here and we will try them one by one. And you can also enable build-up effects. Like if you use the sponge tool once and then you use it again, you can, if you enable airbrush, it will add on to the effect. If you disable airbrush, it will not do anything extra. Like for example, if I already desaturated this part of the image and if I press that part again, if it is turned off, nothing will happen. If it is turned on, it will desaturate it further. Okay, so that's how it works. And now let me just turn up the flow to about 85 degrees, 91%. And as you can see, I have cut out everything but myself on this layer, and I have named it background. So if I turn this off and this off, everything goes away except for the background. Okay, so now I am going to use the sponge tool to desaturate this layer just through one click, like so. And when you look at it, it will take some time and it will desaturate the image. It will not completely desaturate it because I have applied a percentage level of 91%. So it will not completely desaturate the image. And also I have turned on vibrance. So if I press Ctrl C, it will bring up some of the color back. It is a really subtle difference at this point. Okay, so I will turn off vibrance and I will apply this thing again. See what happens. Okay. So it will work on it for a little bit. Since I've turned off vibrance, the effect, I think, will be a lot more than when we applied it earlier. So this is the effect that we get from turning off vibrance. Now let me just press Ctrl C and take a look for it. It will bring up the color back. Now I will turn vibrance back on, take the flow to 100%, and I will turn on the airbrush thing. Now I will apply it to a smaller region now because it is easier that way. Now it has desaturated that much portion of the grass. If I apply it again, it will desaturate again. If I apply it, it turns into a black and white image over there through all the portions that I covered. That is if you turn on the desaturated version of it. Okay. Now if I go here and do it again on this side, it will keep on desaturating until it turns black and white. That is because I've turned on the airbrush effect. Otherwise it wouldn't work this way. Okay. So I have completely desaturated the image, almost completely, except for those regions over there. And if I want to saturate that image, I can do that too. Maybe I want to saturate this bus over here. So I will just go to saturate and then reduce the brush size a little bit. Let's say bring it down to about 160, let's say about 448. And I will saturate this much part of the image. I will keep on saturating it. And that will work too. It will work for a while. Okay, so that's how you use the sponge tool to saturate and desaturate images. Now once I'm done with that, I will just bring back me into the picture, and as you can see, it creates quite an interesting effect because I am saturated and this area is not saturated. This can also be applied to foreground, but be careful because it's not actually brightening up the image, it's actually taking the color off the picture. It actually works for one of those, like romantic looking pictures where you have a picture of a rose flower and only the rose flower is red and everything else is black and white. If you want to accomplish that kind of effects, you can use the sponge tools. Okay, so try it out and be back for the next video. Thanks for watching and leave a review.